Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about the steps of DNA replication. DNA contains two polynucleotide strands and both these strands get separated. Then each strand acts as a template strand which synthesize or which helps in the synthesis of new polynucleotide strand, and DNA replication is semi-conservative type. In this class, let us discuss about transcription. Transcription is the process of copying the genetic information. Transcription is the process of copying the genetic information present in process of copying the genetic information from one strand of DNA. From one strand of DNA. Means DNA contains two polynucleotide strand. DNA contains two polynucleotide strand. In that, one strand of the DNA, only one polynucleotide strand of the DNA is involved in the transcription process. The one polynucleotide strand of the DNA which is involved in transcription process is called template strand. The process of copying the genetic information from one strand of DNA is called transcription. Means DNA contains the genetic information. From the DNA, genetic information is transferred to RNA. Then from the RNA, particular type of protein is synthesized by the process called translation. Central dogma of molecular biology is nothing but always the genetic information is transferring in one direction. There is a unidirectional flow of genetic information from DNA to RNA, from RNA to protein. Now, the genetic information present in the DNA is transferring into the RNA, that is by the process called transcription. And during transcription, only one polynucleotide strand of the DNA is involved. If both the strands of DNA, this is the DNA, this one is the DNA, if both the strands of DNA is involved during transcription, then what happens? DNA produces RNA and that RNA produces protein. Unidirectional flow of genetic information from DNA to RNA and from RNA to protein. See, here two polynucleotide strands are present. If both the polynucleotide strands of DNA are involved in transcription, then what happens? Involvement of two strands of DNA during transcription may synthesize two strands of RNA or two polynucleotide strands of RNA, or if both the strands of DNA are involved, then it may synthesize two RNA molecules, and two RNA molecules are having different sequences. Two RNA molecules having two different types of sequences of nitrogen bases or nucleotides. Then if the sequences of nucleotides are different in two RNAs, it produces two RNAs. Then these two RNAs may code for two different types of protein. It would code for two different types of protein. That means for one genetic information present in the DNA, two types of proteins may be produced. If both the strands of DNA are involved during transcription process, then it may synthesize two RNA molecules having different sequences. The synthesis of two RNA molecules having different synthesis may code for two different types of proteins. Protein is a chain of amino acids. Then two different types of proteins are nothing but two proteins are having different sequences of amino acids. The sequences of amino acid in one protein and the sequence of amino acid in another protein will be different. That means two different types of proteins may be produced for one genetic information present in the DNA. This is the one reason. Then, if two polynucleotide strands of DNA are involved during transcription, then that may synthesize two polynucleotide strands of RNA. If two polynucleotide strands of RNA are complementary to each other, then that may lead to the formation of RNA double helix. If two polynucleotide strands of RNA are complementary to each other, then they may coil around each other, that produces double helix structure of the RNA, or that may synthesize double-stranded RNA. Double-stranded RNA synthesis or the formation of double-stranded RNA affect on translation process, that affect on protein synthesis. Hence, only one strand of DNA is involved during transcription. The reason behind this is, if both the strands of DNA are involved during transcription, then that would code for two different types of RNA, or that would synthesize two different types of RNA having different nucleotide sequences. Then the two different types of RNA may synthesize, or that may code for two different types of proteins having different sequences of amino acids. Then another reason is, if two strands of DNA are involved during transcription, then that may synthesize two polynucleotide strands of RNA which are complementary to each other. If two complementary polynucleotide strands of RNA are produced, then they will coil around each other. That forms double helix of RNA double helix, that affect on protein synthesis. Hence, only one strand of DNA is involved during transcription process. Complementarity plays a major role during transcription. Two strands of DNA are complementary to each other. They are anti-parallel, but they are complementary. Complementary means always, in case of DNA, adenine pairs with thymine, cytosine pairs with guanine, vice versa. Always adenine pairs with thymine, or thymine pairs with adenine. Cytosine pairs with guanine, or guanine pairs with cytosine. These two are called as complementary strands. And these two complementary strands coiled each other like this. Then, now let us discuss about the transcription unit. Transcription unit. Transcription unit is present in the DNA. Transcription unit is present in DNA. What is this transcription unit? What it contains? Transcription unit. Transcription unit of DNA. Transcription unit of DNA. Transcription unit of DNA contains three regions. It contains three regions. See, this is the transcription unit. two strands of the DNA. Two strands of the DNA. Consider this is the 3' to 5' end, and this one is 5' to 3' end. Two strands of the DNA. Okay. Then in this region, promoter is present. In this region, promoter is present. Here, in this region, terminator is present. Here, terminator is present. And the region between these two is the structural gene. Between promoter and terminator, structural gene is present. And the DNA strand having the polarity of 3' to 5' is called as template strand. This is the template strand, whereas the DNA strand having the polarity of 5' to 3' is called coding strand. Coding strand. Template strand and coding strand. And this region is called upstream. This is upstream and this is the downstream region. Upstream and downstream region. The transcription unit of DNA. This is the transcription unit of DNA and it is present in the DNA. Remember, transcription unit is present in the DNA. The transcription unit of DNA contains three regions such as promoter, terminator and structural gene. The three regions of the transcription unit are, one is promoter and another one is terminator, and in between these two, structural gene. The three regions of the transcription unit of DNA are promoter, structural gene and terminator. Promoter, structural gene and terminator. Say this strand of the DNA. The DNA strand or the polynucleotide strand of the DNA which is involved in transcription process is called template strand. DNA contains two polynucleotide strands having the polarity 3' to 5' and 5' to 3'. During DNA replication, DNA polymerase enzyme is involved. DNA polymerase enzyme is involved during DNA replication. But the enzyme which plays a major role during transcription is DNA-dependent RNA polymerase. DNA-dependent RNA polymerase. DNA-dependent RNA polymerase is the enzyme which plays a major role during transcription process. And the DNA-dependent RNA polymerase enzyme catalyze, it is the enzyme which catalyze polymerization. Polymerization is nothing but addition of nucleotides. Polymerization. Polymer is formed by the addition of many monomers called nucleotides. In case of RNA, ribonucleotides are present. In DNA, deoxyribonucleotides are the monomeric unit, whereas in case of RNA, ribonucleotide is the monomeric unit. The joining of many ribonucleotides forms RNA. The addition of ribonucleotides is nothing but polymerization. And that addition of ribonucleotides are added or joined by the enzyme called DNA dependent RNA polymerase, because this enzyme needs the guidance of polynucleotide strand of the DNA. RNA polymerase enzyme needs the guidance of DNA template strand for the addition of ribonucleotides. Hence, this enzyme is called DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme. And this enzyme catalyzes polymerization only in 5' to 3' direction. It catalyzes polymerization only in one direction, that is 5' to 3' direction. Means DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme adds the ribonucleotides only in this direction. Hence, the direction of the template strand should be complementary to this, that means 3' to 5'. Hence 3' to 5'. Hence 3' to 5' polynucleotide strand of DNA. This polynucleotide strand of DNA is called as template strand. DNA, which the polynucleotide strand of the DNA having the polarity of 3' to 5' is called as template strand. And this template strand is also called as antisense strand, or it is also called as antisense strand. Whereas the polynucleotide strand of the DNA, polynucleotide strand of DNA having polarity 5' to 3'. Polarity 5' to 3' is called coding strand. This is called as coding strand. And this coding strand does not involve in transcription process. Coding strand does not involve in transcription process. In case of DNA, two polynucleotide strands are present. One polynucleotide strand having the polarity of 3' to 5' and another polynucleotide strand of the DNA having polarity of 5' to 3'. In this polynucleotide strand of the DNA having the polarity of 3' to 5' act as a template strand. That means it guides the synthesis of RNA. That is called template strand, or it is also called as antisense strand. See, this is the polynucleotide strand of the DNA having the polarity of 3' to 5' is called template strand. Whereas the another strand of the DNA having the polarity of 5' to 3' is called coding strand. Template strand and coding strand. Both are present in the transcription unit of the DNA. Then transcription unit of DNA contains three regions such as promoter, structural gene, and another one is terminator. Now let us discuss about this promoter, structural gene and terminator. Promoter is the site present in the transcription unit which is present towards the 5' end of the coding strand. Promoter is always present towards the 5' end. Promoter. See, this is promoter, and this promoter is present towards the 5' end of the coding strand. The regions present in the transcription unit are named based on the coding strand. Promoter is present towards 5' end. It is present towards 5' end of the coding strand. And promoter is the site where DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme binds. Promoter is the site where DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme binds and initiates the process of transcription. It is the site where the process of transcription gets initiated or begins. Promoter is the site which is present towards the 5' end of the coding strand, and to this site DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme binds. The binding of DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme to the promoter site initiates or begins the process of transcription. Then terminator. Terminator is the site which is present towards the 5' end. Terminator is the site or point which is present towards the 3' end of the coding strand. It is present towards 3' end of coding strand. Terminator is present towards the 3' end of the coding strand, and it is the site where the process of transcription would stop. Terminator is the site where the process of transcription would stop. It contains particular sequences where the process of it contains sequences where the process of transcription stops. Whereas the structural gene is the another region present in the transcriptional unit, and the structural gene is present between promoter and terminator. Structural gene is present between promoter and terminator, and it is the site which undergoes transcription. This site undergoes transcription or transcribed. This is the region which gets transcribed, structural gene, and it is present between promoter and terminator. These are the three important regions present in the transcription unit. Other than this, some regulatory sequences are present. Further, the upstream or downstream of the coding strand. Upstream is nothing but promoter is present towards the upstream of the structural gene, whereas the terminator is present towards the downstream of the structural gene. This region is upstream and terminator is present towards the downstream of the structural gene. This is about transcription unit. Now let us discuss about transcription unit and the gene. Transcription unit and the gene. Gene is the segment of DNA. Gene is nothing but the segment of the DNA, and it is the unit of inheritance. Gene is the unit of inheritance, and it is the segment of DNA. This segment of the DNA which codes for a polypeptide. The segment of DNA which codes for polypeptide is called cistron, segment of DNA which codes for polypeptide. Segment of DNA which codes for polypeptide is called as cistron. Polypeptide is nothing but protein. In case of protein, many amino acids are present and two amino acids are linked together by the help of a peptide bond. Two amino acids are linked together by the help of peptide bond. In the structure of protein, many peptide bonds are present. That is called polypeptide. So polypeptide is nothing but protein. So cistron is the segment of DNA which codes for polypeptide. The structural gene are of two types. Structural gene is the region present in the transcription unit of DNA which gets transcribed. The structural gene are of two types, such as monocistronic and polycistronic. Structural gene are of two types, such as monocistronic and polycistronic. Monocistronic means, name itself indicates, mono means single. This is the monocistronic is the structural gene which codes for single protein, which codes for single protein at a time. Monocistronic structural gene codes for single protein at a time. And this monocistronic structural gene is always present in eukaryotes. Monocistronic structural gene always present in eukaryotes. Monocistronic structural gene means structural gene which codes for single protein at a time. And this monocistronic structural genes are present in eukaryotes. Another type is polycistronic structural gene. See, this is the structural gene which codes for poly means many proteins. Structural gene which codes for many proteins at a time. Polycistronic structural gene which codes for many proteins at a time, and it is present in prokaryotes. Polycistronic structural gene is present in prokaryotes. Then, in case of eukaryotes, split genes are present. In eukaryotes, split genes are present. The genes are called as split genes. Split genes means genes containing coding and non-coding sequences. Genes containing coding and non-coding sequences means, consider these are non-coding sequences called introns. Non-coding sequences are called introns, whereas the coding sequences are called as exons. Exons are also called as expressed sequences. Coding sequences are also called as expressed sequences. Introns are nothing but non-coding or non-expressing sequences. Expressed sequences are called as exons. Non-expressing or non-coding sequences are called as introns. In case of eukaryotes, introns and exons both are present, hence they are called as split genes. Means in between the coding sequences, non-coding sequences are present in case of eukaryotes. These coding sequences or expressed sequences are called as exons, whereas the non-coding or non-expressed sequences of the DNA are called as introns. Exons and introns. This is about transcription unit and gene. Thank you.